Welcome back, folks, to my channel, Square Peg Fab. As many of you know, I like to build weird cars and projects like that, do a lot of fab work. It's a lot of fun. This time I'm taking on something that someone built a very long time ago. Not really sure what this car was. There's a couple of stories about it, but don't know if there's any truth to them. Still checking into the history. Very homemade looking car, powered by a Ford Y block, probably from that era. So I'll show you the car before I even get it off the trailer. Very sci-fi looking. I was told it could be a movie car. That was never finished. Don't know. Little exhaust cutouts on each side. Ford axles under it. It's a little pop-up looking headlights, but they're screwed down right now. Little roadster. Big Columbia 2-speed rear end is what I think that is. Nice set of gauges. And a couple of vintage racing seats. They say powered by a Y-block Ford V8. Look at this thing. This drives the tachometer with a belt. Crazy. Well, let's get this off the trailer and get it inside, and get it up on the rack and see what the underside looks like. Okay, well, this thing's really a mystery. So, tube frame, as you can see, straight axle with a transverse leaf spring. Very nice construction on the frame. Body attaches to the frame and unbolts. Looks like part of the reason for the roughness of the body was somebody trying to make this front end flip, and when they welded in all the support braces, they warped the daylights out of the metal and then tried to hammer it back and didn't really know what they were doing. What's wild on this thing is there's boxes here for the headlights, and it looks like there were cables that went right up here on the firewall to a little knob on the dash, so you could open them by hand from inside. Unknown Y block. I've got to figure that out. It's missing a starter. Not sure what that steering box is from. Has a Mallory mag spark system with the transformer and the dual point distributor. It's a Holly 4000 teapot carb, which should date this thing to about 1956, but I'm not counting on anything. Like I say, missing the starter. Radiator looks modern, or somewhat modern. Cross flow, I think. I don't see a fill anywhere. It really does look like almost like a GM Crossflow. But that would date it to the 80s, 70s at least. Well, maybe even late 60s. Okay. Yeah, that's how you... We're supposed to just open the hood. Apparently that wasn't a big enough hole, so they made the front end flip. So we're going to pick this up the rest of the way and see what's underneath it, besides mouse droppings. Alright, well this wasn't what I was expecting. The entire underside is covered all the way back. Wow. Brakes are 12.5 inch, I believe. Kind of hard to measure them without taking them apart, but 12.5 or 13. Now this is kind of crazy. Someone's taken this pan, was a front sump pan, and welded on another part of the sump to increase the capacity. Wild. Nice job. Not sure if the engine's a 312 or a 292, but it's definitely a 56. So, wow. Whoever built the chassis knew what he was doing.